Lately, I've been giving myself permission to just be, to slow down, to take care of myself without guilt, to breathe in a way that doesn't feel rushed. Sometimes that looks like a massage, sometimes it's silence, sometimes it's just remembering that my body deserves softness too. I'm realizing that discipline doesn't have to be harsh. It can be nurturing. Cooking for myself, prepping for my week, cleaning my space, prepping my meals. It's how I remind myself I'm cared for. I used to chase control. Now I chase consistency that feels calm. This is what locking in gently looks like for me right now. Movement has always been my reset button. Not punishment, just a place to come home to my body. Every rep, every step, every stride, every breath. I'm learning to move from love, not pressure. The gym used to be where I tried to prove something to myself. Now it's where I practice peace and just building myself up as a person separate of anyone else and what they may think. This fall, I'm not chasing motivation, I'm just chasing alignment. For a good reset, and during this fall I've just been feeling like I need one, and maybe you feel that way too. And here are just a couple of things that have helped me just feel more grounded and focused during the fall. One thing that I love to do is come up with new recipes for matcha. Like, just the other day, I found salted caramel. I think it's like a salted caramel, what is it called? Foam to put on the top of my matcha. And I've been adding it to my coffee, my matcha. And it just makes things a little more fun for me in the morning before I get ready for work, and just easing into my day with something warm and tasty and a little sweet treat to start the day. Something else I've been doing that helps me in my reset is just having a gym routine. I'm getting up every day between 5 and 6:30. It varies because, you know, as women, we have our cycles and it's not always going to work out exactly how we want. And so I get up between 5 and 6:30 and make it to the gym before 8 a.m. every day. And I know that I have like a proper workout routine that makes me feel really good, that really energizes me for the day. And I try to make sure that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm doing glute with some variations on Friday. And Tuesday and Thursday, I do upper body and very long cardio, like 2 to 3 miles of running along with cardio. And I try to do a little bit of core a couple times a week as well. And Saturdays are reserved for my cycle class, which I completely love. If you've seen my other videos, then you know I love a good cycle class. And I've recently added Pilates on Thursday. So I'll do like an upper body core focused Pilates class. That's like on demand at my gym. And so you don't even have an instructor like physically present with you, but you're watching a video, which is really nice. And I think just taking slow moments to drink some tea, and just feel more intentional with yourself is so important. One thing I've started doing actually is, let me find it. Where are you? I've been keeping, my pen. I've been keeping this little red book to just record my screen time each day. And I've uninstalled all social media on my phone. I don't have it deleted, like I don't have my accounts deleted or deactivated, but I just take social media off of all of my devices because I noticed that even on my iPad, I'll scroll at night on my iPad and feel like it's not as bad because I'm not on my phone, but it's just as bad, if not worse, with that big old screen in my face at night. So in this little red book, I keep track of my screen time. And so I get to see like each day how it changes. The first day that I started it, I was saying 5 hours and 32. Let me see. 5 hours and 32 minutes. How crazy. That is wild. It's upside down. But you see what I'm trying to show you, I hope. And so, yeah, 5 hours and 32 minutes. Ridiculous. That is what I was doing. But you see it's gone down and it's fluctuated depending on the day. So I just kind of get to see the days where I am on my phone more. And the day that I uninstalled socials, it hasn't gone above 3.5 hours on my phone, which is pretty good for me. I want to get to 2 hours and under. And so that has been helping me to reset, because what I do instead of scrolling is I write about like what I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, when I may pick up my phone, what I'm thinking of. And at the end of the day, I do like a little like grateful box where I write about like what I'm grateful for that day. And I don't know, that's been making me feel more grounded, more whole, and more connected to myself. The next thing that I've been trying to make a point is making food that's a bit more festive and related to the season that we're in. Like I've been making this tasty kale, cranberry, apple, and honey salad. So good. Some weeks I'll put shrimp in it, some weeks I'll do chicken. This week I'm doing tuna, and it's tasty, and I could make it every day, all day, and it's been something nice to add to my routine and just, lean into it as I'm making it, pouring in my love, and just doing something that is good for my body. I am on my way to see my mom and I guess visit my mom because I won't be able to see her. But yeah, the cemetery is about 30 minutes away, and I've never gone there by myself. So I'm going there by myself. I made her some coffee. I made myself some matcha, and I made myself a little pretty, just a little bit, to spend some time with her. And I feel light. Like I feel like today is a bright day, and I also feel bright on the inside. And I'm just excited to see her. And just be in her spirit, in her energy. Yeah, I still can't believe that she's not here. But for some reason, month 4, it makes it feel all the more real. I don't know why or how. I don't know if it's because the headstone came in, but I miss my mama so much. And it's kind of crazy too when I realize that I'm not able to talk to her and that I'm doing okay. It's kind of crazy because I used to talk to her all throughout the day, all day, about everything, and it's just crazy that I can't even talk to her anymore. But I'm doing all right. I'm doing just okay. But yeah, I brought my beach chair. I'm gonna sit and talk to her, drink my matcha, put down her coffee, and yeah, I hope I just, I don't know, feel a breeze that reminds me of her, and that God just holds me throughout the entire experience. Healing does not mean isolating. Sometimes it means letting people love you back to life. Every laugh, every conversation that goes nowhere and everywhere, it reminds me I'm not alone in this. Grief brought me inward, but friendship brings me forward. I'm realizing that sisterhood is self-care. It's safety, softness, and belonging. This part of the journey is about letting joy sit at the same table as the pain and realizing there's definitely room for both. I find it so hard to just experience simple joy while grieving so much. And little things remind me that this is what life is all about. Without joy, what are we really experiencing here? You know, without being able to experience the warmth of the sun on my skin as it goes down right now, without being able to appreciate the trees that I see outside my window, just there's so much to appreciate and love in life. And I know that if any of you have lost someone, that person wants you to be happy. They want you to live out your life. They don't want you to stay stuck in a state of sadness all the time. They want you to go out and do things that make you happy, things that remind you that life is worth living, things that remind you that you're alive. I think for the past 4 months, I've been dead on the inside. And I've been trying to just make a stronger effort of doing things that really do make me feel alive, like painting. I haven't painted in a good 4 months, and I want to take out my canvas, set up my acrylic, and just paint, you know. Do any of you struggle with just doing things that used to bring you joy? I find it to be the hardest thing. I used to show my mom my paintings and show her the process and ask for her, you know, opinion about the colors I should use. So it's wild because in every single thing that used to bring me joy, my mom was a part of it. And that might be the case for you too. I don't really know how to overcome that. Maybe except for thinking, believing that she is with me in that moment, experiencing it with me, that she's seeing it, that somehow maybe she's guiding the colors that I'm picking and choosing, and she's part of the process. Grief is just such a monster, and I think it's a step-by-step process. It's different for everyone, and yeah, I just want to get back into the things that I enjoy, and it's exciting to actually be filming videos differently like this because I want to feel more a part of just, I want you guys to feel like you're more a part of my life. I think maybe a part of me is searching for community, you know, in all of this, and I know that there are people who watch YouTube videos who are probably going through grief. I think grief is such an integral part of our lives, unfortunately, in multiple ways. It's not just losing a loved one, but breakups. When you go through a breakup, you're grieving that person. You're grieving the person you were with them. You're grieving the experiences you used to have with that person that were just so special. It's tough. Grieving is a monster. You could be grieving an old home that you used to live in, an old city you used to live in, the person you used to be, or simply, not even simply, but you could be grieving a loved one, your mom, your dad, your uncle, your aunt, your grandfather, your grandmother. Life is so full of grief. But I saw a quote the other day. I'm actually going to try and find it. It was so beautiful. It was pretty much saying that grief and joy are old friends, and like they're going to bump knees, they're going to hit legs, they're going to laugh together and cry together, something like that. And I'm just like, wow, how beautiful is that? Because we don't have to be one or the other. You can allow yourself to feel both grief and joy. And yeah, I wanted to share that thought. I want to share more of my thoughts, and just really, I love making videos. I love editing videos. I want to be less structured with it and just kind of free flow. Like, if there's a week of thoughts that I want to post, then I'm going to post that, and hopefully something resonates with somebody. And I want to share my routines more and make it less about getting subscribers and more about creating community, because I just know I'm not the only one going through this, and it will be so nice to hear from other people who are experiencing the loss of their mother, loss of an aunt, grandmother, grandfather, like anyone in your life. I think we need to stick together just as humans. Even if you're on the other side of the world, I believe we are so interconnected. And so if you landed on this video and you're watching this and you're here listening, I appreciate you. And just let me know where you're from and how you can relate to this, if at all.